In the Latin word, it means the study of mind. In the present time, the study of behavior and mental function is redefined. In the end, human behavior is what psychology comprehends. The body's sensory receptors are naturally occurred, providing us with information about the physical world. By applying the bottom-to-up principle learned, thus sensation is what it is termed. Perception is the given name. The brain selects and describes the sensation obtained. Using the up-to-bottom principle mentioned, senses are the physiological basis of perception. The sense of touch is a wonder to behold, makes us feel everything from rough, soft, hot and cold. It allows us to identify and detect properties from all of these world subjects. When touch a hot mug of coffee, receptors and nerves work together perfectly, sending information to the brain and alert us of the pain. The brain helps us to recognize shape, texture, and temperature of items analyzed, such as the shape of a mirror, the temperature of a container, the puncture of a nail, and the softness of a cat's tail. Thus ends the science of touch. Move on to the next for more topics as such. When the vibrations propagate through the air or another medium and reach a person's or animal's ear and they are heard, that is called sound. Sound is extremely crucial in our daily lives as it engages viewers, aids information delivery, raises production value, elicits emotional reactions, and emphasizes what's on screen. Auditory perception is very important in human being as it allows us to engage correctly with our surroundings, such as casual conversation or formal discussion, speak smoothly whether through phone or direct communication with friends and family, listening to music, and sounds also gives us the ability to be alerted to any potential hazard around us, whether with suspicious or dangerous sound. For example, let's say you're watching a horror movie and the silence has descended, and you get the impression that a jump scare may emerge at any moment, and when it does, our instinct is to immediately close our eyes and ears. This is an illustration of how sound and auditory perception interact. The nose allows you to make sense of what's going on in the world. Just as your eyes give you information by seeing, your ears help you out by hearing. The nose lets you figure out what's happening by smelling. The smell of coffee fleshy ground, the smell of the flowers. Olfactory epithelium in nasal cavity contains special receptors that are sensitive to odor molecules that travel through the air. When the smell receptors are stimulated, signals travel along the olfactory nerve to the olfactory bulb. As signals are sent from the olfactory bulb to other parts of the brain to be interpreted, it can awaken the soul. The gustatory system, often known as the sense of taste, is a sensory system that is involved in the experience of flavor. Taste is the sensation that occurs when a substance in the mouth combines chemically with taste receptor cells on taste buds in the oral cavity, most often on the tongue. To give its full term, taste or gustation refers to what the taste cells sense. Sweetness, sourness, saltiness, bitterness, and savoriness are the 5 flavor modalities sensed by taste receptors in the tongue. When light illuminates and breaks even the sky, I could see it with my 2 eyes. These 2 eyes of mine, with photoreceptors that change the light to electrical signals, interpret what I see. Muscles from my eyes involuntarily contract and expand, depending on the illumination it brings. The light stimulates rod in my retina and responds either to expand or contract. Focusing on what I see, the image in my head, where dawn came, I feel almost warm. This feeling I feel is from the light I perceive. This vision of mine, not just knowing darkness or light, but also colors, depth and distance. This vision drives my cognitive expectation from everything I experienced to everything I learned. This is what the sense of sight brings. Some people hate vegetables and some people hate cats. The above shows how our perception acts. The up to bottom principle explains how our brain affects our character gains. Green vegetables taste yucky. Cats may scratch you bloody. It all affects our personality. Perception starts with our mind mostly.